Osceola Heritage Park. Thursday night football here on ESPN Plus. OCB playing host to North Texas. This game brought to you by Orlando Health. We'll take a look at two players to watch for both of these teams. We will start with OCB, and his name is Mason Lamb. He's from just down the street in Claremont. He is 19 years old, 6'2", 195. He's taken 4 shots on the season. He has only been off target once. It's that one right there. He will be up top for Marcelo Nevelev tonight. He's got 1 goal on the season. For Eric Quill on the other side, we're going to take a look at Thomas Roberts. He has been outstanding. He has taken 4 shots. 3 of them have been on target, including this goal on the indirect free kick. Bang, back of the net. Thomas Roberts, Mason Lamb, OCB, North Texas. That's your matchup. It's Thursday night. Let's play the beautiful game on ESPN Plus.
I'm making my money work for me.
I met and raised my savings goals.
Fairwinds gave me the freedom to go further.
My advisor helped me invest in myself and maximize my savings.
I can focus on growing my business because I know Fairwinds is growing my money.
Fairwinds helped me pay less interest on my new car with the shorter term loan.
Fairwinds keeps me connected anywhere I go.
And I know whatever's next, my Fairwinds crew will always have my back.
Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds, federally insured by NCUA.
This is the label that stands for good. This is the food that's behind the label that stands for good. This is the farm that grows the food that's behind the label that stands for good. This is the family that need not worry about the farm that grows the food that's behind the label that stands for good.
If it says Greenwise on the outside, you can trust that it's good on the inside. Greenwise, only from Publix.
Welcome back. We're live right there. Mason Stajuhar is going to get his very first start for Orlando City wearing a purple kit. He has been with OC for many, many years. We'll take a look at two players to watch for both of these teams. We will start. Little mix-up there, folks. That is Marcelo Nevelev. And he is the manager for OCB. He also oversees the academy. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve tonight. Started telling you about one of them, and that's Mason Stajuhar, who will get his very first start wearing a purple kit. And we're going to go right to the lineups. There you go. Mason is on the pitch. So is Jordan Bender, who played a year ago with OCB. And Joey Desart. Those three have been with the first team. They come down to play for OCB tonight. We've spoken to you about Mason Lamb already on the evening. On the other side of things, Eric Quill is going to run out his lineup tonight. Both of these teams come in with just 1 win on the season, and that's been difficult for Eric Quill as they were the champions a year ago in League One. We take a look at the lineup there. Aviles is going to be in the pipes. Davis is the target man. He was the Golden Boot winner a year ago with 16 goals for North Texas. All right, folks, North Texas and OCB. And give you a little lay of the land here. It is going to be North Texas getting us started. Davis is on the ball right now. And North Texas is going to wear the white kits. Purple head to toe, that's the line. That is the Lions. So already going over the top, 50-50. Won by Monticelli. And now North Texas is going to try to come back once again. That goes out of play. Throwing coming up. And it looks like it might be Monticelli who will take this one. As sun is setting here in Central Florida. Monticelli down the line, throws it into the awaiting feet of Che. Ball will go all the way back to Evans. Evans will reverse course. That will go out of play. It will belong to North Texas. Natalie Simon is the lady with the Barbasol and the whistle. You see set piece opportunity for Justin Che. He goes back. Playing catch with Dos Santos Correa. And then all the way back to Carlos Aviles. Aviles with the outlet. And North Texas showing that they want to go over the top throughout the evening. Here's Colin Smith, who Eric Quill is very high on. Ball plays out. AR will say it belongs to the visitors. It looks like Che will come over and do the honors on this one. Surveying his option, throwing it towards the box. Back out for Smith, back to Che. Che was serving it in. That's knocked away off the body of Rodas and into the awaiting hands of Mason Stajuhar. So 3 members of the first team getting the start for Orlando City B tonight. Orlando City was in Nashville last night. 1-1 draw between the expansion side and the first team for the Lions. And Davis is awarded a free kick here from a very dangerous area. And we'll see if it will be Thomas Roberts to take this one. Standing there is also Oscar Romero, the 23-year-old who came through FC Dallas's academy. And you see the 10 yards being marked off by Natalie Simon. So the left foot of Roberts, right foot of Romero. 3-man wall. Halliday, Monticelli, and Desart. Roberts up and over. He scored one. We showed that to you in the open on the indirect free kick. And Mason starts us up. Starts us up strong. Mason Stajuhar, 6'2", 190, 22 years old. He's been with OC since 2016. This is the very first time he has seen the pitch. Spent 2019, good part of it, with FC Tulsa of USL Championship. Played 17 games there. Here's Rodas. Monticelli. Smith steals it away. Good ball inside, having to gather it back up. That shot will go wide. Romero gathered it up, mouth of the 18. He went wide left. And so OCB is going to have to settle things down. They played defense basically since the outset of this match. North Texas getting into the final third a few times, got over the top a few times. Rodas for Carabali. Now into the middle. That is Jose Quintero. Quintero, a surprise starter tonight as he goes off page with Monticelli. Raul Aguilera was supposed to get the start this evening. little banged up during the warm-ups, so Quintero, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela, gets the surprise start. North Texas will put it out of play, top of the dial. It will stay with them here in the 5th minute. North Texas coming in with 6 points on the season, OCB with 5. Both teams with 1 win. The only difference is the amount of draws that they've had. Here's OCB. Lamb pulling up the brakes, looking for some help. Goes out to Bender. Bender loses the handle. It will go all the way back. Play will stop here in the 6th minute. Bender, another one to come down, played a year ago with OCB, signed with this organization on November 14th, 2018. Lake Mary native. Aviles sends us forward. Dos Santos Correa. And then Che going back to his keeper. Out the other side for Evans. Feeling a little bit of pressure. And Lamb puts it out of play. Breck Evans giving that space up for Lamb, and Lamb stepped in front of it. That's dangerous. Mason Lamb could use that big body of his at 6'2", 195. He can wreak some havoc up top if given the opportunity. Be interesting to see what he can do with Rivera and Tablante. Rivera, who's scored a couple of goals for OCB on the season, and Tablante, second in League One with 3 assists. Che will come over and cover it up. Tablante will give some chase, and now Rivera. Evans. He goes long distance. Connects. Roberts, the intended target there. Rodas loses the handle. Here's Thomas. He'll chip towards the box. Into the box. Damas. And that is sent out of play. We'll see the way that it goes, and it will belong to OCB. Ronaldo Damas, 20 years old, Golden Boot winner a year ago. Dynamic player. Speed, motor that does not stop. Garibaldi going over the top himself. Out kicks the coverage all the way back to Aviles. He'll pick it up. Lamb will keep him honest. Outlet for Che. Tablante putting some pressure on, making it a little difficult for North Texas, but then over the top and cleared out by Rodas. Che will come up to take the throw. Damas the intended target. Smith now in the box. He'll work towards the baseline. Punched away by Stanjar. And Mason giving some experience to that back line in the pipes for the Lions this evening. Keys to the game, it's all about the relationships. There's a lot of players on this pitch not used to playing with each other, and for North Texas, they got to push it forward. Thomas looks like he's going to go short, but then backing up. This would be an in-swinger if he lifts it. He lifts it high in the air, headed on into the middle, and then cleared out by Rodas. And North Texas will have to chase it down to keep it in play. Sent out of play by Moises Tablante. Tablante, Rivera, and Lamb. Those are the intended targets for the offense in the purple kits. Tablante needs to get more active. Nice battle there. Monticelli trying to force North Texas backwards. Rayo for Romero. Back to Rayo. He'll work into the box. Now out. Thomas setting it forward. Now in the box. Damas was the man who was trying to make a play on the net. Whistle will stop it, so Mason will go back and kick it away. Rodas, Garibaldi, and Franklin for Desart, who did get some action during MLS's back for the first team. Hasn't seen any action since. Playing for OCB tonight, Rodas, Garibaldi, now Joey. Gets it back. Garibaldi. Monticelli sees what he likes on the outside. Found Bender, and Bender will send Desart back. Desart, who played his college ball at Wake Forest. Here's Rodas. Long distance pass, connects beautifully. Bender trying to go outside, not a lot on that one. Inside and missing the intended target. Rivera, nice ball movement, best ball movement of the evening for Orlando City B. And so Aviles will outlet. And the pressure from OCB, good to see. They have given their opponents some room to maneuver throughout the year. That goes out of play right in front of Eric Quill. At Orlando, health, safety, and protection for patients, loved ones, and employees is a top priority. That's why we're confident that our facilities, from ERs to hospitals to physicians' offices, are the safest environments for giving and receiving care. Schedule your appointment today at orlandohealth.com. Rivera giving chase. Aviles was able to get it away. Here's Thomas. Long distance pass, trying to reach Davis. Doesn't happen. Scooped up by Mason. He rolls it out to Rodas. Now Desart. Joey working the right side. Halliday. Garibaldi. Now Rodas. Rodas will go over the top. Gathered in by Bender. That is punched and then knocked away. Aviles with the glove save and a corner coming up for the Lions as they were knocking on the door from distance. Lamb and Rivera will make their way. And we get to take another look. Gathered in by Bender. Rivera blasting that left foot. Big save by Aviles. An interesting look for the Lions. Bender's there, Tablante is there. Tablante has been the man who has been lifting it from those corners. In swinger coming up. Bender's keeping him company, so that could be going out the other way. And that's exactly what happens. Into the box, that will stay in play. Dos Santos Correa. And finally, we do have a flag that goes up. Opportunity over for the Lions as Bender, who has dressed for the first team but has not seen the pitch yet, got his first corner of the season. And Carlos Aviles will survey his options. And then go short to Evans. Evans, left foot over the top. Garibaldi will hit it out of play. North Texas will throw it in. Waldeck will do the honors at 5'8", 165. Was the 66th overall pick by FC Dallas in the MLS Super Draft out of Stanford. And he'll do it again, this time in front of the Lions bench. Back to Evans. Dos Santos Correa. And that's punched back in the direction of Aviles by Rivera. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. High line tonight for Marcelo Nevilev and company. We haven't necessarily seen that aggressiveness throughout the season. But OCB trying to get into the middle of the pack, and a win tonight, 3 points will do that. Tablante trying to get onto that ball and then steals it away momentarily. Che was step for step with Moises Tablante, and we've seen a lot of turnovers already from North Texas. Dos Santos Correa. Aviles. Waldeck back to Evans and back to his keeper. We're in the 15th minute. Evans kept company by Lamb. Lifts it. Carabali put his head on it. Now Desart. Heavy touch and it gets taken away. And Damus was trying to get there, and Mason is there to stop the opportunity. Halliday, Desart. Rodas now. Once again back to Carabali. He'll carry it. A lot farther than he thought he was going to. Still on the ball. Sliding it forward, Halliday. He pulls up the brakes. Quintero, Desart. Monticelli was trying to connect with Rivera. Intercepted. Here comes Damus on the counter. Well defended by Desart. Tablante comes over to help out. And a whistle on the infraction. Rayo was tripped. So Natalie Simon will put down the Barbasol and give North Texas an opportunity to create a scoring chance. Just a little bit of Barbasol onto the feet of Thomas Roberts. This is pretty much dead away, but it is long distance. Two-man wall of Desart and Rivera. It looks like Roberts is going to punch it into the 18, lifting it into the air. Head by Carabali, overrun by Quintero, and he comes and helps himself out. Rivera on the chase, won't get there, trying to sacrifice his body in front of Aviles, but Aviles is able to clear it out. Here's Bender, playing in his hometown. Again, a year ago, he played for OCB when they played at Mount Verde Academy. Desart, it's a good one-touch passing. Here's Monticelli. He'll serve it in. Nobody home for the boys in purple, and North Texas will have a counter opportunity. Colin Smith trying to show some patience, trying to get it over to Damus, and that's Tablante who will work it all the way out of trouble. Wasn't able to get it to another man in purple, and here's Che. Almaguer. Dos Santos Correa, and now Evans. He pushes it forward. Romero. Waldeck with Halliday on him. Into the box, cleared out momentarily. Desart is able to gather it up. Halliday for Quintero, and Quintero will punch it into the air. Lamb will give chase. Dos Santos Correa will match him step for step, and Aviles will roll it out. Almaguer. Now Che. Down the line. Mishandled by Smith, and so Monticelli quick to throw it in. 19 minutes scoreless between these two teams. Soccer is enjoyed all over the world, just like Heineken enjoyed in 192 countries, so it doesn't matter what team you cheer for, but we want you to cheer for the Lions, because all around the world, soccer fans have one thing in common: the beer they drink. Heineken, official sponsor of MLS. Enjoy responsibly. Here is Halliday for Bender. And that's knocked away. Carabali. Now Desart. Monticelli. Rodas. Carabali, the 24-year-old out of Ecuador. He'll curl it around. And that's too much pace and too much curl even for Moises Tablante. The 19-year-old has to see it go out of play. So in the 20th minute, Che will take this one. And Justin will survey his options. Almaguer came over to give him an outlet. That doesn't appear that it's the direction he's going to want to go. Damus off the chest. And Rodas was hanging on to him. Rodas gets away with a little bit of a push on Damus. Almaguer starts us up. Rayo for Evans. Waldeck. He goes ahead for Romero and back to Waldeck. Lamb is going to put pressure. And here comes the reinforcements. Almaguer, Tablante keeping him company, gets a foot on it. Back to Evans. Waldeck over the top. Carabali for Desart. Nice job by Rayo, the 18-year-old, to keep it in play and keep it into the box. Now Roberts. Mason was able to punch it away, and that's cleared off that back line. The save by the OCB keeper. Roberts centering it into the middle. And we get to take another look. The push ahead, there's Roberts. Left foot on frame. Mason is able to punch it away and cleared off that back line before it could be trouble. Che. And here's Smith. Smith is tripped up. Monticelli on the infraction. And he's going to go into the book in the 22nd minute. Juan Pablo Monticelli out of El Paso, Texas. In Natalie Simon's book, and we take a look at exactly what happened. Pressure ahead. Smith trying to get one-on-one with Stadjahar, and that's the result. So the set piece coming up, and North Texas has had a few. They just haven't been able to capitalize. Oscar Romero, the 23-year-old Academy product, is there with the right foot. Thomas with the left. We've seen Thomas already on the season convert on an indirect free kick. Two-man wall is Bender and Tablante, so the two from a year ago. We'll see what North Texas decides to do. Curled and headed out by the big man Rodas. And Waldeck lets it go out. Quick throw in. Carabali is doing everything he can to usher it out, but instead he just gave North Texas a play at the spot as Smith goes down and he's slow to get up. Conversation right now with Natalie Simon, Quintero, and Desart. And Desart will have the conversation and try to speak his piece and prevent the penalty, but it does not look like Natalie Simon is going to change her mind. And let's take a look at exactly what happens. Waldeck very quickly on the throw, trying to connect with Smith, gets tangled up with Carabali. And here's what we got. On the spot, North Texas, Oscar Romero. First PK on the season for the team by Texas, and here is an opportunity. It's going to be a long run. He's about 18 and a half yards out, and he's going to run up on this one. And then Juke pulled up the brakes, right foot, and he beats Mason Stadjahar, and it's 1-0 in the 24th minute. Romero gets his goal. So North Texas capitalizes, and this is exactly what Eric Quill wanted. He's got a very short bench on the evening. His team very much banged up, and he did not want to chase this game. Big run up, and then the stutter step. Mason goes one way, Romero goes the other, and that's how we get our first goal on this Thursday night.
North Texas SC goal scored by number 7, Oscar Romero, in the 24th minute.
Here's Tablante. Back for Monticelli.
Yellow card has been issued to OCB number 55, Juan Pablo Monticelli in the 22nd minute.
And Halliday will go back to his keeper. Pressure by Damas. Outlet to Rodas. Monticelli, and you see a lot more pressure from North Texas now that they're playing up a goal. They want to add on to it. They do not want to go into their bench tonight. They want to lead this game. They don't want to chase it. Quintero. Ball hopped up on him. And he put it over the net. 26th minute, we remain at 1-0. And that is an ominous start and an ominous stat for OCB. No wins when they have chased a game. North Texas trying to build on it. Cleared off that back line by Karabalik. Waldeck surveying his options. Long throw. Orlando City, that is their 8th to start a game. And that is not a stat that they want to lead League One with. And here's Che. All the way back to his keeper. Lamb will keep him honest, just a step behind. Aviles was able to get it off. Karabalik. He'll chip it forward. Sent right back by North Texas, and now we're just playing tennis. Rodas. And that was a pullback on Rayo, pulling back to Zart. Here's Karabalik. Sent out of play by Roberts. Halliday looking to throw it in, finds Quintero, and Quintero will lobby for a card. Simon will have none of it. So now the Barbasol will go down, and Orlando City will have a set piece opportunity from downtown. This one may be actually a little bit farther than downtown Disney Springs. Quintero will go over and have a conversation with his manager. And you see Quintero, and he had an argument as Thomas was pulling him from behind, saying, hey, same thing happened on the other side, and you carded my man Monticelli. Lifted into the box, headed out by Che. But the AR will say that it was last touched by North Texas. And we take a look at this one. Tablante, not fooling anybody, but really putting it nicely into traffic. And just headed away. Tablante using his head there. We're 29th minute. In case you're just joining us here on ESPN Plus. 24th minute at the spot, Oscar Romero on the PK. Here's Tablante on one touch. He gets it back. Fighting for it. He earns it back. Gets it to the outside. Rivera in the box. Working it towards that left foot. Still on that left foot. Gets the shot off. It's ricocheted away. And now Thomas will gather it up. Romero has to send it back to Evans. Waldeck, and Lamb is there to keep him honest. Pressure is on. There's Bender putting some pressure there. And that ball will curl out of play. Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds. Fairwinds is your partner on the journey to financial freedom to help you save more, eliminate debt, build wealth, live generously. Visit fairwinds.org to start your journey today. Get the freedom to go further. Insured by NCUA. Rivera just outside the box. He's tripped up. Ball in the box. That's put in the back of the net. How about that? Quintero wasn't even supposed to start tonight, and he gets the equalizer in the 30th minute. Jose Quintero, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela. And with that goal, we will take a hydration break. This hydration break brought to you by Body Armor with potassium-packed electrolytes. Body Armor sports drinks will hydrate you until the final whistle. And Quintero gets the equalizer, and that's exactly what the Lions need. And Rivera gives them the Body Armor bath. Rivera staying with it, ball into the box. Quintero jumps right on it, works it to the left foot, and then lifts it past Aviles, and we get to see it again. Heads up play. He just charged on the ball, jumped on that left foot, finds the back of the net, leapfrogs the flag, gives the Black Panther salute, and it's 1-1. You take a look at the goal scorer right there. That's what the Lions needed. They were aggressive. They were playing a high line to start the game, kind of backed off on it a little bit. You saw when Eric Quill's squad got on top, they started playing a little bit more aggressive. We have seen the aggressiveness by the Lions well down the pitch in the final third as they put pressure on North Texas when North Texas is trying to get the ball out of their own end. So we're going to take a look at OCB's upcoming schedule. They played 2 at home. Now they're going to go on the road for 3. So on the 6th at Omaha, 8 p.m. Then they're going to play in Fort Lauderdale at 8 p.m. at the same time that the first team is hosting Inter Miami at Exploria Stadium. Then back out on the road on the 19th in Richmond. And then back at home, New England Revolution. We'll see you there. It's an 11 a.m. game. And then on the 2nd, on the road against the top team in League One, Greenville. Back to action, and here is Rayo going backwards. Dos Santos Correa and now Evans, 33rd minute. And you see that pressure. It's worked well for OCB so far, making it difficult for North Texas to really string together any passes, and they turn the other way. Here's Rivera. He's got Lamb, overruns the ball. He'll work back on it as Romero was able to pick up the loose ball. Ahead, looking for Damas, but Carabali will go all the way back to his keeper. So Mason Sajahar, who got his first ever start for any version of Orlando City, gave up that early goal on that PK, and now seemed to have been bailed out by Jose Quintero. And we'll see what happens in the next 60 minutes to see what the result of this one will be. 3 players from the first team coming down to play here in Osceola Heritage Park tonight. Joey Desart, Jordan Bender, and Mason Sajahar. Here's Che now in the middle. And OCB trying to earn it back, and Monticelli doing everything he possibly could to get to his feet to gather it back up. But the ball will belong to North Texas. Juan Pablo needs to be careful. He's sitting on a card. He got it in the 22nd minute. And he does play hard and loose. Here's Roberts. And that one-man wall of Tablante, and he'll look Roberts to put it into the box. Curls it in, and it's headed out. And then all the way back to Roberts. Roberts trying to put it into the box again. Headed out by the big man Rodas. And here's Rivera. And he whiffed on it. Looking for Tablante. That ball will go out of play. North Texas will have it, and Che will throw it back to his keeper, 35th minute. So Rivera is going to be a little disappointed with himself as he was trying to switch sides and kind of whiffed on it. Almaguer, the 19-year-old, signed in 2010 with the FC Dallas Academy. Che, Dos Santos Correa, and now Evans. And Evans with enough space to find Rayo. Evans will have to chase it and usher it all the way back to Carlos Aviles. Evans will slide it. And now Che, Tablante keeping him honest. You see just enough pressure. A little bit of a higher line than we've seen in the past from OCB, but it has worked out well for them. And the footsteps of Rivera lead to a turnover by Smith. Caraballi fouled by Damas. Right in front of Eric Quill, and you see the frustration that Quill has. Caraballi back to his keeper. Rodis will send it forward, intercepted. Now back. Roberts. Romero back to Roberts. Tablante will keep him company. Sent ahead. Damas controlling. Out wide for Romero. Romero will serve it in through the 18. And it's picked up. Nice work into the box. Rayo trying to turn on it. Feeling pressure, still on it. Has to feed it back. Romero, he'll serve it into the middle. Rayo should have taken the one-timer. Waited too long on it, and that will go out of play off the foot of Romero. North Texas best build-up, run a play throughout the evening, and they were too patient. They were too accommodating. One, maybe two one-time chances may have challenged Mason Sandahar. That's not going to happen. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, Orlando International is your Florida airport of choice. Over 35 airlines provide nonstop service to over 150 worldwide destinations. For more information, visit orlandoairports.net. Desart showing strength to be able to get out of his own area, and now speed as Tablante will gather it up just outside the box, now in the box. Working it, still on it, serving it into the middle, and that's cleared. And we're going to have a corner coming up for the Lions in the 38th minute. Great individual effort by Moises Tablante, the 19-year-old out of Venezuela, who's second in League One action with 3 assists. So he'll lift this one as he has taken the majority of the corners throughout the season. Although Jordan Bender, his teammate from a year ago, who started the season with the first team, has dressed a few times for OC, will show the left foot. That's what he'll do. He lifts this one, curling out, headed out. And a reckless challenge there. Quintero, who was coming in, sacrificing his body against Romero, and another set-piece opportunity right away by Orlando City. And you see this build-up. Quintero ahead for Tablante, and Tablante is going to work on Waldeck. Waldeck will give him the space into the box, put pressure, double team. Tablante comes back on it, gets it off, and then it's knocked out of play, and that resulted in the corner. Now is a set-piece opportunity for the Lions. Inside 30 yards, and we'll see what the boys in purple decide to do. Desart and Bender having a conversation. Looks like it's going to be the right foot of Bender. Caraballi is there as well. Tablante is going to walk himself back. 5-man wall in white kits. Monticelli looking for a place to run on. Desart is there, well marked. Bender will show the right foot. Caraballi will show the left. Bender goes right at it. and about a yard, maybe less, over the pipe. Had the angle, got it over the wall. It just didn't dip. We get to take another look. Jordan Bender sending it up. It did dip, just not enough. Now ahead. Rayo, Almaguer, Romero now on the right. Che, Dos Santos Correa, Evans. Tablante playing some defense. That ball will get all the way through. Caraballi will send it backwards. Almaguer was waiting on it. Rayo sending it forward. Smith with a nice touch. Pass to himself. Halliday has to close it up. OCB clears it. That will go all the way back. North Texas is going to be disappointed. They couldn't get farther on that one. Here's Che. Romero sending it towards the box, headed away off that back line by the big man Rodas. Now the ball will just trade back and forth before it's settled down. Desart, Monticelli feeling some pressure himself. He'll send it down the pitch. North Texas will send it back. We're almost in the 42nd minute, tied at 1 apiece. Monticelli back to his keeper. That's sent forward and 50-50 won by Che. Rayo whistled. He drew the foul, so set piece opportunity here in the 42nd. And so Natalie Simon will put down some Barbasol. Last time we saw her put it down in the vicinity of a North Texas player. She put it onto the boot of Thomas Roberts. Romero is there with the right foot. Thomas with the left. Two-man wall of Bender and Rivera. And everybody else along the line. Damas will back up. That will be headed on and out of play. We'll stay where we are. And as we go into the 43rd minute, it will be a corner. Top of the screen for the visitors. We take another look at this service. Romero serving it in off the body of Rodas. Here's Romero. He got the goal. Just served it into the box, and now he'll come over to take this corner. Roberts is the short option. Halliday and Quintero are there, but he goes into the box, and that will go through. And we'll do it again on the other side. Mason got a fingertip on it. Mason Stadgerhar has been with OCB for a long time, yet he's only 22 years old. Now in his 5th year with the organization. And again, played a year ago with FC Tulsa, getting 17 games to his credit. Here's Roberts. In swinger now in the 44th minute. Lifts it. That will be headed out. Bender and Romero will wait on it. Bender. And then sent forward. Flag is down. Ball is loose. Rivera overran it. Desart earns it. Monticelli keeping it in play. Bender with the one touch. He was looking to go back to Joey. Couldn't connect. Here comes North Texas. Here comes Roberts. Pulls up the brakes. Working around Quintero. Outlet. Gets it back. He'll take the shot. That will ricochet. And that will result in Mason having an opportunity to kick it away in the 45th minute. Scoring got started in the 24th minute. Oscar Romero on a PK and leveled in the 30th by Jose Quintero. North Texas turning around on it. Here's Smith, who Eric Quill is so incredibly high on. Talks about a motor that does not stop, and we've seen it throughout the first 45 minutes. And here's Waldeck. He'll throw it in. The throw for Smith. Back to Waldeck, and Halliday knocked his body in front of it. Ball stays in play and then cleared out. It will belong to North Texas. Last touch by Tablante. Tablante is really playing end-to-end soccer this evening. Desart pulled down from behind. The infraction went against Rayo, and so here we go. We're going to have 2 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. And an easy throw.
The fourth official
Over
has
to
indicated that
Mason,
there will be a
and
minimum
Mason
of
will
2
set it
minutes
just
of
outside
added
the box on this free kick and kick it away. With about a quarter of stoppage time already gone by. Strong right foot. Desart able to send it back. And that will go out of play. A misplay by Dos Santos Correa, the 20-year-old out of San Paulo. Halliday finds Quintero. Triple teamed. Off the ball, but Tablante carries it up. Quintero, and that was punched away. Lamb was running on it, but punched away from him. And Desart tracks back, gets it away from Damus, and Desart is down. Joey Desart, 22 years old, came through the Philly Union Academy. 6'2". Played his college ball at Wake Forest and can't keep a good man down. We take another look. Damus just caught him. And that stop play. So set piece opportunity from practically Lake Mary. And it will be Quintero who will run up on this one. Last opportunity for scoring for the Lions. It's going to take a Herculean effort to get it into the box and then play it on Aviles. That's headed out of play. Let's see if Natalie Simon awards the corner. Looks like she will, and the Lions are going to have to hustle. Bender will jog away. Tablante will lift it in the air. It will swing away from Aviles. That's exactly where it goes. Goes over everybody's head. That's going to do it for the first 45 plus 2.5. 1-1 as we go to the dressing room. Romero at 24. Quintero at 30. And you take a look at the goal scorer, who wasn't even supposed to start tonight. Raul Aguilera was supposed to start in that position. Quintero gets the start, gets the goal, and we go to break here on ESPN+.
Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection. Shop across the Ford lineup, America's best-selling brand. Now's the best time to buy. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now get 0% financing for 72 months or up to $10,185 in total savings on a 2020 F-150.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is for above and beyond. I know that I need encouragement right now, and I know that our guests need encouragement. It's about making sure that they know that we care about them and that we're going above and beyond for them in all the details.
nursing or healthcare degree fully online in a way that works for you. At Rasmussen College, our instructors, advisors, and student support services are all online to help prepare you for success. We'll review your transfer credit on average in just one business day, and with 8 start dates a year, you don't have to wait. Rasmussen College, leaders in online education, ready when you are. Start your future at rasmussen.edu.
Find the completely redesigned 2020 Ford Explorer, the greatest exploration vehicle of all time, and the all-new 2020 Ford Escape, built for style, comfort, and most of all, fun. Test drive a Ford SUV today. Week 7 in the USL League One will go down as one of the most memorable for many, many reasons. We put together a few minutes of the moments that you will be talking about. We will start in New England. Ryo Shiomaki scores the first goal of the season to beat Greenville. Yes, Greenville goes down. New England gets their first win of the season. The Triumph with their first untriumphant result in 2020. The home team gets the 1-0 win. We come back to Kissimmee where things started out a little rough. This one's going to go back. Avisa, whoop! Own goal, not good. Soccer gods will redeem Avisa in the second half. The Lions on the attack. Watch out. Josh Phelps, that's a handball. We'll slow it down so you can take a look at it one more time. Whoop! Not exactly what Phelps wanted. Raul Aguilera at the spot, back of the net. 1-1 is your final. The very next day, we'll go to Chattanooga. Red Wolves scoring early and often. Starting with the corner, Ruiz sends the ball in. Zacharias off the head, 1-0. And then Marky Hernandez gets a brace. Then what happens? Stephen Beatty enters the second game of the season, battling back from that injury. He comes in, gets his first goal in the 88th minute. The pass from Pineda. Chattanooga took down New England 4-0. The top 2 teams on the table in Richmond. And look at this goal. Visiting Greenville, leveling the match. Fricky got this one in, but we need to slow it all the way down. Watch this pinball action. Akira Fitzgerald off the back of the head. Goes into the back of the net. This one was wild. Kraft getting his second straight game winner. Gets the aid from the post. And Richmond will celebrate. Look at this. Off the post, coming right back, putting it into the back of the net. Riley Kraft. Richmond is going to celebrate. They're going to go over and lift the Bon Secours Trophy in front of Red Army. Finally, Wild Night, Saturday, Omaha. Games level at 1. Gorgeous counter leads to a breakaway up the right side. First goal for El Salvadorian Christian Molina. The pass from Ethan Vandercourt Decker, equally as beautiful. Omaha celebrates, staying unbeaten and taking the 2-1 win over Tucson. And Molina will head over and he will smooch his country's flag. You gotta love the way things work out in the beautiful game. And we will never forget the demonstrations and the games that we witnessed. Players joining together to recognize the fight for diversity, equality, and inclusivity. Omaha and Tucson locked arms prior to Sunday's game. And players from all parts of the world knelt together with staff and referees to use their platform to try and effect positive change. It was a week we will always remember in USL League One.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Tries to turn. Boyce comes in, back post. Boyce opens the scoring this evening.
A little give and go. Tablante now working on Jackson. Centers. That's going to be knocked away.
Change with Haley Belton. Adams turns, faces goal, takes a shot. 1-1 at Warner Park. Just have to convert more on their chances. Can they convert now? FC Tucson saved by Howard. Adams got in there. He deals with a corner kick. Coming in from Ricky Ruiz. Center of the box, Zacharias. Red Wolves strike early.
On the run. Top of the box. Flicked on and a diving stop by Jay.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
News and notes around League One. We get to the second half of the season. 16 games. OCB playing in this game today. This is number 9 for them on the season. Going. Oh, okay. 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 Played 9 games. Head over to USLLeague1.com. Vote for the player of the month in the month of August. And one of the candidates might just be Marky Hernandez. We told you about the brace he had, and he highlights the team of the week. And then tonight, you look right in the middle there, Raul Aguilera, who had that PK. He is on the team of the week as well. The scoreboard from this past week, Saturday, Union taking care of Tucson. Richmond got the 2-1 win at home. Greenville, another loss. Chattanooga, that 4-0 win. OCB got the draw, and New England, we show you that win, the first for them and the first loss for Greenville. Greenville up top, 16 points, but things getting a little bit funky. And you look down at 9 and 10. That is your matchup tonight, North Texas and OCB. A win for either one of these clubs, and they leapfrog into the middle. Remember, League One 2020, only 2 teams in the playoffs playing for the championship. Weekend action, New England, Forward Madison, 7 p.m. South Georgia and Greenville, 8 p.m. Looking at Saturday, Fort Lauderdale is going to host the Red Wolves. Also on Saturday, Tucson and Richmond. And Sunday, OCB on the road going to Nebraska. We got one more break. Do not go away. Highlights and stats next. And then we're going to play second half. OCB and North Texas here on ESPN+.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hi, let me go get your mail.
Never looked this good when we lived here. Where did they get this stuff?
I got it at City.
Right now at City Furniture, we'll give you 60 months special financing with no down payment and free shipping. Why? So everyone can live like this.
Great travel begins with a great start. Offering more destinations, services, and travel comforts, Orlando International Airport understands what's important to you. Like more parking options, more dining and shopping choices, more domestic and international flights, more access and conveniences. Remember, it's not just about where you go, it's how you go. Get more. Travel through MCO.
That's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on your dreams. Wait, and if I didn't think it was worth one try, I'd jump right on a big bird, and then I'd fly.
Welcome back. 1-1 after 45 plus 2. Goals coming from Romero at 24 and the equalizer by Quintero at 30. We're going to show you exactly what I was just talking about. Rodas going over the top. Rivera, and that's knocked away by Aviles. That's early on. Rivera looking for another one on the season, taking the shot from distance. And now here on the other side, Smith and Carol Bawley getting tangled up just inside the box. Natalie Simon is going to point at the spot, and that's going to give Oscar Romero, the 23-year-old, an opportunity to make it 1-0. Right foot, stutter step, back of the net. So it is 1-0. That's at the 24th minute. So good we have to show it to you again. High fives all the way around. And then on the other side, great individual effort by Jose Quintero. Gets it to the left foot after sprinting in on the loose ball. Finds the back of the net. Quintero wasn't even supposed to start tonight. Raul Aguilera was supposed to get the start. Got a little banged up. He is on the bench for Marcelo Nevelev. Leapfrogs and does the Black Panther. And this is the last play. Just before the half. Goes almost dips. Just doesn't come down far enough. If Bender was about maybe a yard behind where he was, it would have been into the net. North Texas had the ball the majority of the time. One yellow card handed out to Monticelli in the 22nd. Shots are equal. Shots on target is equal. And, of course, the only stat that ever really matters is also equal, and that's 1-1 in the goal department. We switch sides. The boys in purple will have the ball. They will go from left to right on your television screen. White kits, red shorts. That's North Texas. They'll go from right to left. And we're underway. Lamb goes backwards and then all the way over the top, headed away. And there's Joey Desart, who Oscar Pareja, the manager of the first team, is very, very high on. Desart got his only time playing for the Lions in the knockout stage of MLS's back. That was back on July 25th. Came in the 83rd minute for Sebas Mendez in a win over Montreal Impact on their way to the finals, losing to Portland Timbers. Desart actually in the 20 last night in Nashville, got home about 3 a.m. and is in a kit tonight for the Lions. Player down for North Texas. Believe that is Roberts. Difficult to tell from the angle we're having at the moment, as Simon will go in and check on him. Could also be Derek Waldeck. So while we get this sorted out, it is Waldeck, Derek Waldeck, the 22-year-old, 66th overall pick in the 2020 Super Draft out of Stanford University. And he's up, and he will exit the pitch under his own power. And do expect that he will stay in the game. And he will. Surveying the options, lifting it well down the pitch, finds Davis. Quintero gets a foot on it. Here's Desart, and it will go all the way back to his first team teammate, Mason Sajahar. Sajahar has not gotten a dress for the first team so far on 2020. Now getting his first start tonight for OCB. Franklin Carabali, the 24-year-old out of Ecuador, throws it in. Finds Rodas. Monticelli, not feeling a lot of pressure, and he'll give it back to the big man. 6'1", 185 out of Bogota. Last touch by North Texas, so Mikey Halliday will throw it in. Bender trying to split defenders, loses the ball. Here comes North Texas the other way. Roberts, little give and go, but broken up easily by the Lions, and they give it right back. This is kind of the way that we saw the first half start. Ball just going back and forth without a lot from either team. That's last touched by Smith. And so Mason Sajahar will start us back up. Monticelli out of El Paso, Texas, sending it forward. Waiting on it was Waldeck. Rayo. Play on, says Simon. Monticelli sending it forward once again. Rivera, not once but twice, and he's fouled from behind by Justin Che. And we'll see what Simon says. It's a card. Officially in the 48th minute. Excuse me, officially in the 49th minute for Che. And Rivera is back up. Eric Quill having a conversation with his club. We take another look at this 50-50. Che charging from behind and sending Rivera to the turf. And Rivera's right back on it. Working down the line, then centering. Romero, he'll work it down the line.
A yellow card has been issued to North
well
Texas.
Timed by Rodas, going out of play. It will belong
in the 50th minute.
to North Texas. And there is Justin Che. He gets the card. You see right now Natalie Simon making a note in her book. That's against Eric Quill and the Nashville bench. All right, sending it forward. Ball goes out of play. I apologize for saying Nashville. Getting a little tangled up from my evening last night, Nashville, and you take a look at, it actually was not Eric Quill. That is going to be Michelle. So Michelle, who is an assistant under Eric Quill, has made it into the book. Michelle, the Brazilian, who actually played for FC Dallas, now an assistant for Eric Quill, and Eric Quill is very high on Michelle. And that will go out of play and belong to Mason Sajahar. Conversation the other day with Eric Quill, and I asked him about Michelle. Very high soccer IQ, and he does expect that Michelle will be a head coach in very short order. Michelle, who also played under Alessandro Nesta at Miami FC. Very talented striker, liked the ball at his feet. Very heady player when he played for Nesta as well. Also played at Rayo, OKC. Here's Smith carrying it into the middle, laying off for Roberts. Roberts can't break on it. Rodas will gather it up right at the corner. Roberts will come back to keep him honest and then kick it away. 50-50, won by Evans. Rivera for Tablante. You can see how Tablante has been working back and forth offensively and defensively, and that's one of the reasons why he's got 3 assists already on the season. Carabali, Halliday, and that's misplayed by Halliday, making Franklin chase. Now Rodas. Carabali trying to go long distance, heavy off of Bender. Here's Rayo. Romero into the box. Nice juke. Still working on it. Centering. Headed on. Mason will gather it up. Good build-up by the visitors. They just couldn't find the back of the net. Bender getting his first play with OCB on the season. Halliday. He's tripped from behind. Here comes Bender. Ahead for Rivera. He's got friends to the left and right. Cutting in, taking the shot. And we'll stay where we are as Aviles had to stretch out to deny Rivera, the 16-year-old William Rivera, with an effort, really trying to show himself from the outside. That shot from about 22 out, and it's just knocked away. Tablante to Bender short. Bender into the box, off the chest of Rivera. Gathered back up by Tablante. Quintero, the goal scorer, he'll serve it in. Headed into the box. And that will trickle out of play, and it will belong to OCB. North Texas wanted the flag to go up. It doesn't happen. Bender will put it down. Question will remain if he'll take this one. This is what we've seen throughout the evening. OCB showing the right foot of Bender and the left foot of Tablante. Rivera is the lone man in a purple kid inside the 6. Bender will take this one. He'll lift it over the head of Lamb. Sent back. Desart trying to make a play on it. Bender will let it go out of play. Last touch by North Texas. Bender with the quick throw. Overthrows Tablante. That's misplayed by North Texas. Almaguer was the last one to touch it. Here's Quintero. Carabali. Rodas. Quintero. Halliday. Leading Desart. Desart gathers it up. Gets some help. Bender. It will spin and stay in play. Bender fighting for it. Waldeck comes up with it. Romero gave it away. Carabali. Rodas. Monticelli for Desart. The outlet by Tablante, and you see Tablante working from the left to the right, back to the left. And North Texas will throw it in. Waldeck for Evans. Across to Che. Good one touches. Rodas has to clear it out. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many other of the world's elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Here's Evans. Waldeck back Back to Evans. Now Che. Almaguer lifting it. Davis knocked from behind by Rodas. So in the 58th minute, tied at 1 apiece. North Texas will look to serve it into the box and create a scoring opportunity. A little arc of Barbasol down by Natalie Simon. And a little bit of a line. And Roberts will take this one with the left foot. He'll look everything over. He'll drive it into the box that's headed out. We'll stay where we are. And a corner is coming up, bottom of the television screen. Roberts looking to the bench to see if he's the one that's going to take it. Doesn't appear that he will, so it will be the goal scorer, Romero. Romero, who got the PK in the 24th minute for Eric Quill and company. Romero lifting it very high through the 18, headed on, and that's misplayed, but the flag goes up. Mason Sajahar misplayed it, but he's bailed out by the offside. Rodas. Monticelli ahead. Tablante feeling pressure. Last touch by Tablante. Throw in by Almaguer. Dos Santos Carrera. He takes the shot from way downtown Disney Springs. That won't be anywhere near. Take a look at the 20-year-old. Whistle stops play as we've got two players down in white kits, Rayo and Romero, and a card is going to be handed out to a man in a purple kit. Quintero having the conversation with Simon, and the card is shown to Caraballi. That will officially be in the 60th minute of action. So Caraballi, the 24-year-old out of Ecuador, is in Natalie Simon's book. As you look at Caraballi and Franklin, he's going to have to stand where he is. So it's going to be the quick move to Roberts. Back to Waldeck. He centers. Cleared off that back line and out of play.
Has been issued to OCB number 47, Franklin Caraballi, in the
Waldeck
60th
will look
minute.
to throw it in. Goes into the box for Damas. Back heel, and Mason's there to pull it off and highlight it out. Going all the way down the field. Looking for Lamb, and it finds the awaiting hands of Avilés. Lamb the intended target, and that was an outstanding view by Sajahar to see down the pitch and try to link up with the man from Claremont, Florida. Reckless challenge from behind. Roberts goes down. And Bender is going to get the lecture. Simon won't have any more of it. There's Che. Evans. Back to Che. You see the formation continues to change just a little bit as looks like a back line of three from time to time. And there is something we're going to want to see again. Smith slow to get up. Looked like Tablante nutmegged them. And a disappointing look on the face of Marcelo Nevelev. Here's Evans. Romero. Almaguer goes back to Che. Evans. Rivero was giving chase. Here's Waldeck. Ahead. Rayo trying to find a favorite foot. Can't do it. Dancing around. That will roll on the ground. That's a weak effort by Thomas. He'll want that one back. Stadjahar will gather it back up. All right, so here's Halliday. Sliding it out. Rodas. All the way over the top for Lamb. Che was there to hold them up. Here's Waldeck. Now Evans. Che. Che will slide it forward. Tablante just keeping Almaguer honest. Almaguer head to Roberts. Force back. And this is what OCB has done throughout the evening. Putting enough pressure on to make it difficult for North Texas to move forward. Finding some passing lanes now. Waldeck leading the charge. Pulls up the brakes with Desart on him. Roberts will switch sides. There's some space for Smith. Smith into the box, sliding it through, cleared out by Rodas. And then all the way down the pitch, OCB trying to get it to Lamb. Here's Bender. Fancy footwork. He does get it to Lamb. Lamb was unable to handle it. Rivera was chasing. Desart now back on it. Halliday. And here's Desart. Monticelli. Can't be handled by Romero. Romero gets his head on it as Desart was trying to get it to Rivera. Romero. And the ball will go all the way back. Rivera will chase, keep Evans honest. Out to Che. Here's Rayo. Desart, step for step with him, forcing him to go back. Almaguer ahead. Smith, Tablante on him. Smith into the box, headed out. Evans, well up the pitch. He'll continue to go up. Romero, putting it through, headed out. Tablante, chasing Almaguer. Almaguer getting the shot off, and Mason is there to shut it down. Interesting run of play by North Texas, led by a center back. Bender, a little on the heavy touch, and here comes Roberts. Lays off for Rayo. Tablante set up for defense, pushed out for Smith. 66 minute, tied at 1 apiece. Almaguer. He'll move it forward. Lift it for Romero. Romero misplays it. And it will go over his head. Lamb's going to come out of the game. He'll give way for NG. NG for Lamb in the 67th. And Adam Ozeri will come in as well.
Substitutions for OCB in the 67th minute. Leaving the game is number 54, Mason Lamb. He is replaced by number 56, Teddy Engie. Also for OCB leaving the game is number 34, Joseph Desart. He is replaced by number 57, Adam Ozeri.
Ozeri for Desart. That's brought to you by Exploria Resort. And both of those officially in the 67th minute. So the night is over for Joey Desart, who was on the plane coming back from Nashville. Got tapped to play in this one, and he puts in 67 solid minutes. Ozeri will go the rest of the way for Marcelo Nevilev. And Tanaka is going to check in for Rivera. 3 substitutions. This one in the 68th minute. Tanaka for Rivera. So the Brazilian is in for the man from Puerto Rico. Engie ahead to Bender, gives it back. Engie ahead for Tanaka. That's knocked away. Bender coming in. Bender getting on it. Thomas, but he can't get there. Carabali was there. Sent ahead. Ozeri getting his first touches of the night.
Substitutions for OCB in the 60th.
Here's Ozeri.
Leaving the game is number 62, Wilfredo Rivera. He is replaced by number
Monticelli.
66, Kenji
And back. Rodas. Whistle stops play. And we've got a substitution for North Texas. The goal scorer, Romero, is going to check out. Coming in for him. And wearing number 37. We take a look at the goal that was set up by that foul inside the box. And then
number 7, Oscar Romero.
Romero will come out.
Number 37, Benny Redzik.
So here is Redzik. He leads North Texas in goals on the season. So one goal scorer comes out, one goal scorer comes in. Ozeri ahead for Tablante. He's cut down from behind. And Rayo, he's going in the book. That's in the 70th minute. So we'll see what OCB decides to do with this one. You see Tablante just knocked down from behind. And OCB with a scoring opportunity here. So there's Bender, Tablante. Trying to get a look at who the third is. Bender and Tablante played a year ago for OCB at Mount Verde Academy. That's Quintero. Tablante runs up on it. Quintero will take the shot. Ricochets off the wall. Corner coming up.
A yellow card has been issued to North Texas, number 14, Gibran Rayo, in the 70th minute.
Tablante and Bender. Tablante will take it, lifts it, headed out by Dos Santos Correa. Quintero will gather it up. At Orlando Health, Safety and Protection, just making sure Mason protects the ball right there, gets it out to Halliday, gets it back to Stadjahar. At Orlando Health, safety and protection of our patients, loved ones, and employees is a top priority. That's why we're confident that our facilities, from ERs to hospitals to physicians' offices, are the safest environments for patient care. Schedule your appointment today at orlandohealth.com. Ball goes out of play. It will stay with North Texas. Throw in will be handled by Roberts gives it back. Ahead and out of play by Monticelli. Both of these teams coming into the evening, 1 win each. 3 draws by North Texas, 2 by the home team. Here's Tanaka, full-on run, trying to get around Waldick. And Waldick will play it out. Corner coming up for the Lions, 73rd minute. Tanaka will put it down. Looked like he was going to take it quickly before anybody had an opportunity to set it up, but Tablante goes over and he'll take care of the in-swinger unless Bender has something to say about it. Bender with the right foot, Tablante with the left. They've been interchanging, and you see how strong the wind is with the way that that flag was bending. Bender takes this one. Headed out by Evans. Roberts puts a head on it. Tablante put a left foot on it, put it out of play, and it will be a throw-in for North Texas in the 74th minute. Wind is picked up steadily since we started at 7 p.m. Eastern. Smith loses the handle. Evans gets it. He'll try to clear it out. Leading Redzik. Redzik working on Halliday. Flicking it out on the other side for Smith inside the box. Smith working on 2 defenders. Reddick knocked away. Throw in. Almaguer will do this one as well. Relatively fluid play for both teams. And speaking of fluids, we're going to have a hydration break. We'll do the substitution as Rodriguez is going to check in
Substitution
for
North
Rayo.
Texas in the 75th minute. Leaving the game is number 14, Gyron Rayo. He is replaced by number 8, David Rodriguez.
So David Rodriguez in for Rayo. Rayo had the yellow card in the 70th minute. Che, he'll go back. Thought we were going to have the hydration break at the same time as the substitution, but we'll wait on that. Next stoppage of play, I do expect it will be the hydration break. Che, well down the pitch, waiting on it was Halliday. He misplays it, has to bail himself out. Pushes it ahead. Quintero. He pushes ahead. Flirts with the line, has to play it back. Rodas, Carabali. Halliday, heavy on the touch, bailed out by Ozeri. Sending it down. Dos Santos Correa puts his head on it. Here's Roberts. Full head of steam. Smith. Roberts is down. Play will continue. Smith lifting through the 18. Simon gave the advantage. And a card is being handed out to Rodas. That's in the 77th. That will give us the hydration break. We take a look at what happened here. Ozeri laying off, and Rodas, they say rubbing is racing, and that was a WWE move coming in from the outside and putting the shoulder down. This hydration break is brought to you by Body Armor with potassium-packed electrolytes. Body Armor sports drink will keep you hydrated until the final whistle. Rodas having a conversation with the AR right in front of his bench. Handshake to go around. Everybody will get a beverage. If you're just coming and joining us here on ESPN Plus, this is the first one, 24th minute. Oscar Romero on the PK. The stutter step beats Mason Stajahar. Now on the other side, Rivera. Good individual effort by Quintero to run onto this one, get it to the left foot, hop over the flag. Black Panther, 1-1. That's where we stand. And so here's what's going on. You see Michel with the mask slightly below him in the black. That is the man who got the yellow card for the bench. Experienced player out of Brazil, played in MLS, played in NASL, and now coaching underneath Eric Quill. And Eric Quill is very high on the future, the coaching future of Michel. There's Marcelo Nevelev. There's Mateo Rodas, the Colombian, who picked up the yellow card in the 77th minute. And so it's going to be a sprint to the finish, and we'll see if either one of these teams wants to earn the full 7 points. Stajahar, who's been with this organization since 2016, getting the start for OCB today. High in the air, 50-50, off the head of Evans. Whistle stops play. Soccer is enjoyed all over the world, just like Heineken. Enjoyed in 192 countries, so it doesn't matter what team you cheer for, but we want you to cheer for the Lions. Because all around the world, soccer fans have one thing in common: the beer they drink. Heineken, official sponsor of MLS. Enjoy responsibly. Here are the Lions. Quintero switching sides. Tanaka played it right into the feet of Redzik. And North Texas will try to clear it out. Ozeri was able to pick it up. Back to Rodas. Monticelli. Ahead to Blante, couldn't keep on his feet. And that's dribbled out. Fans follow OCB and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, the home of USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Quintero and Tablante over the ball. Tablante will run. Quintero will drive it. Headed out by Roberts. 50-50. OCB is going to have to track back in a hurry. Almaguer, and he's cut down from behind. Card will be issued to Engie here in the 81st. Engie came in for Lamb in the 67th minute. 14 minutes later, he's in the book. And we take another look. Almaguer, full head of steam. And Engie slowed him down. Roberts will start us up. Serving it into the box, punched out by Mason. Smith will gather it up, turn it around. Che dancing at the elbow. Towards the baseline. Perfectly timed by Monticelli. And that will result in a corner. Roberts will take this one. You see Che just inside the box, trying to pass it to himself. And perfectly timed by Juan Pablo. Roberts will serve it in. In-swinger coming up. High in the air, headed on by Damas, but high. We stay at one apiece. Excellent service, looking for the Golden Boot winner of 2019. Got ahead on it, but he was rising up on it. The ball lifted over the pipes. Simon calling in some medical attention. And so the Lions are going to sub again. And this is going to be Thomas Williams who will come in for Monticelli. Fourth substitution for the Lions this evening. Williams, who has gotten the start on the back line for Marcelo Nevelov over the last few games, will come in now for Monticelli. Monticelli, who is a very versatile player, playing on the back line, also seen him in the middle. So the man from El Paso gives way to Thomas Williams from Titusville, Florida, not far from Orlando. 50-50 goes against Engie. Evans with the little extracurricular activity. Redzik and Halliday forcing him back, and that is out of play. Last touched by Derek Walden. Halliday. Gets it into Bender. Tanaka was trying to turn on it, sent back. Bender will cover it up. Bender working to get it inside, now cleared out. Ozeri. Quintero loses the handle, will have to go back for it. Here's Halliday. Trying to connect with Bender, not enough pace as Dos Santos Correa stepped in front. Rodas, and he'll go back to his keeper. Caraballi. Redzik trying to earn the throw. Now we got two balls on the pitch. Last time we had that, almost both of them went in. Play continues, Simon says. Roberts. Redzik. Good individual effort to get it back to Dos Santos Correa, and he'll have to track back. Tablante is going to be able to show off some speed. Dos Santos Correa in front of him. That's knocked away by Thomas. Thomas Roberts playing some defense. He's gone end to end. Halliday serving it in, headed on, and Bender is going to have nightmares tonight. Open net, and he sent it wide right. Jordan Bender, 19 years old, out of Lake Mary, signed with the organization in November of 2018, getting his first start for OCB on the season. Had the header and just sent it wide right. Jordan Bender, Joey Desart, Mason Sajahar, all getting starts tonight for OCB from the first team. Last substitution of the evening. Caraballi's going to come out. Rosales will come in. So the man from Ecuador giving way to Rosales, who's from here in Kissimmee.
Number 47, Franklin Caraballi. He's replaced by number 64, Jonathan Rosales.
So we'll have to wait a moment on the substitution. As Carlos Aviles will get us started up. And we have only seen two substitutions on the evening for Eric Quill. He told me earlier in the week that he really was only 13 deep. So we may see the boys in white kits finish just the way they are right now. Maybe one more substitution. Don't see that Eric Quill is going to go to full 5 with the way that he's been banged up. That's lifted ahead. Gets right back on it. Reddick stood up nicely, cut down from behind. Caraballi, who was supposed to come out of the game, hear screams and shouts for a yellow card to go against North Texas. That doesn't happen. We get another look. Rough challenge from behind by Damus. And that ball will stay in play. Thomas Roberts trying to find some space. Ozeri really being a pester on that. Roberts dancing out of trouble. Dos Santos Correa. Waldick ahead to Redzik. Redzik inside. Rodriguez took a lot of time to get it to that right foot. Probably too much time. Got the shot off. Sailed over the bar. We're now in the 89th minute. Carabali still on the pitch. Has not come in. And there is going to be a third substitution. Thomas comes out. Alves comes in. Smith out. Alves in the 89th minute. Roberts losing the handle. Here's Quintero. Stolen away by Redzik. Redzik will turn it around. Thomas. Ozeri on him.
Substitution for North Texas in the 89th minute.
Back outside for Almaguer. Looked like there was a handball there. Play on.
Colin Smith, he is replaced by number
Dos Santos Carrera ahead. Alves for Redzik. Alves. Rodriguez. Good, solid play. Just as I'm saying, good, solid passing by North Texas. Ball will go past Almaguer's extended foot. We're in the 90th minute. Do expect we'll have a good bit of added time as we've had a hydration break, a few injuries, and a host of substitutions. And apparently Rosales may or may not be checking into the game as Carabali is still on the pitch. Stoppage of play. We start back up. Redzik carrying it towards the 18. Cuts in a little more. Slides it out wide. Almaguer rips it. Kept sailing on him. We're going to have 5 minutes of added time for your viewing pleasure. And we want to thank Body Armor for providing us additional entertainment and giving both of these teams an opportunity to find a way, will themselves away to 3 points. North Texas has 3 draws on the evening. On the season. OCB with 2 draws on the season. Dos Santos Correa, that's knocked away by Quintero. Then sent in the direction the Lions want to go. Alvarez picks it up. North Texas, good at the end of games. 4 goals at the end of games. If they can pick up a 5th on the season, it might just be good enough for points. Alves goes down. Set piece opportunity, says Natalie Simon. Roberts has been taking them. OCB bench does not understand why this is a set piece. There's the arc. Natalie Simon will march off to 10. Lay down a line for Tanaka to stand behind. We're in the 2nd of 5. Left foot of Roberts. Rodriguez is the closest man in a white kit. Roberts goes to the 18. Halliday puts it in the air. Headed out by Carabali. Gathered up by Rodriguez. Sent out of play by Halliday. 3rd minute of 5. Waldeck surveying his options. Looks like he wants to go into the box, but he goes short. Gets it back from Rodriguez. Rodriguez will serve it in. Cleared out momentarily. Lions do just enough to get it out of the box, but not enough to clear it out of the 3rd. Halliday will send it out of play. Another throw coming in. Waldeck trying to send Redzik towards the box. Alves, double team, trying to turn on it. Redzik out of the box. Che will stay where we are. Corner coming up for the visitors on the far side. Looking to find a way to get 3 points in this trip to Central Florida. Roberts will serve it up again. Rosales will come into this game. We'll check to see if it will still be for Carabali. But we're going to have to wait on that substitution. Alves into the box. Che is there to put a head on it. Into the body of Rodas, and we'll do it again. Still waiting on the substitution. Redzik puts it down, and Swinger coming up as we get into the final minute of added time. Lifts it in the air. Headed out by the Lions. Gathered back up, and that's going to go out of play. So we'll check to see if Rosales will check in. He will. He'll check in for Bender. And that's it, 94-95 actually. Rosales for Bender. And the Lions taking their time on this substitution. We'll see if either one of these teams has one final push remaining before the whistle is blown and we call it a game. Mason Stadjahar, the 22-year-old out of Salem, Massachusetts, who's been with the Orlando City organization since 2016, spent most of 19 with FC Tulsa, and now we're in borrowed time. Strong right foot. And here comes the visitors. And that'll do it on the ball game. 96 minutes of action, and we do not have a winner. 1-1 is your final as Marcelo Nevolev and Eric Quill get the hug, and Marcelo will fist bump the rest of the North Texas staff. Romero at 24. Quintero at 30. That's the scoring. We're going to jump out, take a break. We'll show you the highlights and the stats and all the rest on the other side here on ESPN+.
Making my money work for me.
I met and raised my savings goals.
Fairwinds gave me the freedom to go further.
My advisor helped me invest in myself and maximize my savings.
I can focus on growing my business because I know Fairwinds is growing my money.
Fairwinds helped me pay less interest on my new car with the shorter term loan.
Fairwinds keeps me connected anywhere I go.
And I know whatever's next, my Fairwinds crew will always have my back.
Get the freedom to go further with Fairwinds.
Welcome back to Osceola Heritage Park. 1-1 your final after 95 minutes of action. Your Heineken man of the match, Jose Quintero, found out that he was going to come in and start this match just 10 minutes before kick. Charged on the ball in the 30th minute, found the back of the net with the left foot, equalized it, and gave OCB their third draw of the season. North Texas scored first, and they have their fourth draw on the season. Here is the save of the match. Mason Stajahar, who came in and got the start tonight for Marcelo Nevilev, punching it away and making sure that North Texas was unable to find the back of the net in the run of play. Why do I say in the run of play? Well, Smith's taken down by Caraballi, and then Oscar Romero steps up to the spot and buries it. It's 1-0. We're in the 24th minute. On the other side, here is Quintero. You see that loose ball? He charges on it, runs into the 18, gets it to that left foot, cuts it back. There it is, lifts it. 1-1, that's in the 30th minute. Couple of chances at the end. Here's Rivera really making Aviles work for it. He punches it away. Rivera just outstanding, the 16-year-old out of San Juan. He's got a motor that just does not quit. Thomas Roberts lifting it up. Damus last year had 16 goals. He does not have one tonight. Thomas very active on the evening. Damus, they weren't able to really get the ball to him throughout the evening. 4 cards for OCB, 2 for Texas. Texas had the ball 55% of the time. They had more shots on target. They had 5 more shots than OCB, but the only stat that ever matters is that top line. 1 for OCB, 1 for North Texas. Both teams still looking for their second win on the campaign. We really appreciate you being here for Thursday Night Football on ESPN Plus. For everyone doing all the production here at Osceola Heritage Park, for Ryan Rose and company back at Vista, I'm Bruce Silverman. Thanks for being with us. 1-1 is your final. Have a great night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.